Page 11, the bells ring out. On page 10, they give you a worksheet to go through. The first part of the worksheet, they want you to turn all those quarter notes into eighth notes. And you do that simply by drawing a beam across and joining each two quarter notes together. You make them look like that. You just draw them down all the way across, both lines. Okay. And the other lines 3, 4, and 5, they want you to draw a measure line or bar lines according to the time signature. Because you got a 2, 4, 3, 4, and a 4, 4 time signature, and you have to count how many beats. So you're simply counting across that many beats. For instance, in the first one, 2, 4, that's line 3. A lot of numbers in this. In line 3, if it's 2, 4, you got 2 quarter notes. Well, that's 2, so you draw a line after the second quarter note, a measure line, just that staff, not the others. And then in the next one is 2 eighth notes, that's 1 beat, and a quarter note, that's 2, then draw another line, and you just go across. The half note gets 2 counts, so that has to be in a measure by itself. So that's a way of checking. So it should work out that a half note is in a measure by itself. And then you do the 3, 4 and the 4, 4 lines the same way. Let me know if you have any questions, otherwise I'm not going to cover it. However, in this bells ringing thing, we have a new symbol called a sharp sign. Means we're going to start using the black keys on the piano because we've just been on the white keys so far. All right, let's talk sharp signs. They say you go one note to the right. I get right and left confused. I say a sharp, you go up one note, black or white. Up is up the keyboard. You go in that direction. Down, you go here. The notes get lower. That's down the keyboard. Sharps go up. One key, white or black. Forget the book for a minute. Let's just talk about this sharp thing. Because a sharp is a sharp is a sharp. They all work the same way. If I have a G and I want a G sharp, I go one note, white or black, up the keyboard. That's this note. So that is a G sharp. If I have a D and I want a D sharp, I go up one note, white or black, and that is a D sharp. In the music, they have Fs. An F, well, an F sharp, then is one note, white or black. That's an F sharp. I keep saying white or black. If I have a B and I want a B sharp, I go up one note, white or black. It's a C. And you're thinking a B sharp is a C, and I'm saying yes, it is. Every key on the piano has more than one name. Now, don't get too scared off here. It makes sense. We'll get there. Just know that a sharp goes up one key, white or black, and be prepared for anything there. Most of the time it'll be a black key, but not always. So that's what we're going to do. And then the fingering we're going to use is going to be the same finger as the white key. We're going to use that finger on the black key. So look in the first measure here. In the right hand, you have a G, and then the sharp sign, that little tic-tac-toe or hashtag thing, whatever it is right in front of the F. That means you're taking the F up instead of an F, it's an F sharp. So here, at the same finger, there, and 2 measures later, you get an F sharp again. And then second line, you got some more F sharps. That's it. That's the sharp sign. That's about as complicated as sharps get. The rule is it applies from that point on for the rest of the measure, for that staff. In other words, the 2 measures later, I have another F, and I want a sharp, I have to give it another sharp sign, because the first sharp sign doesn't apply anymore. It's only good for that measure. And that's the lesson for that, boys and girls. Here we go. Wow. So let's look this piece over. If left hand is here, right hand is here. Oh, we're still in this position. And when we need to, we'll move to the F sharp, but the position is actually here. And it's just, and they're all pretty much quarter notes till you get to the last line. Not quite. Let's go to the second line. Here, it's here. The notes are not next to each other now. They're kind of starting to mix them up here. Watch out. Again. So you watch that out carefully. And then the last line, they're whole notes. 1, 2, 3. And then the right and left hands together. You have a C in the left hand and an E in the right hand together. And then the last one is a B in the left hand and a D in the right hand. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that curved line, let's look at the end of this, the last two measures. You have a curved line connecting those notes in each staff. Have we had this curved line before? I assume so, because you're not saying anything about it. I'll review it in case because it's important that you know this. It ties those notes together. So you hold the note down for the length of both notes. So you're going to hold these notes down for 5 counts. A full 4 counts for the whole note and another count for the quarter note, and then lift up. You see, we have a problem in music in that there's only so many beats you can have in a measure. And 4/4 time, you can only have 4 beats in a measure. Well, what happens if I want to hold a note longer than 4 beats? How do I do that? Because there is no note that's longer than 4 beats in 4/4 time. That's what the ties do. That's one of the things the ties do. Because I can tie those notes together and then I can hold a note down indefinitely. And this is what they've done here. They want those notes to last 5 counts. And they're only allowed 4 counts in a measure, so they tie them together. Now there is a note at the bottom that if you want, because this is supposed to sound like bells ringing out, if you want, you can hold the pedal down, the pedal on the right, for the first 2 lines. You just push it down and hold it down, and then when you play the last line, this note, as you play it, lift up. And it just smears everything together. Doesn't that sound lovely? But that's what they're saying, because bells ring out. They just get all smeary together. The difference is a bell doesn't ring out for a long time like a piano does. So, but if you want to do that, you go right ahead. I'm not going to bother to show the pedal or any of that in this lesson. We'll get to pedaling later on. I'm very picky about pedaling, so I don't use it if I don't need to. Now, I'd like to play this with you slowly. Let's just make sure we got all the notes. The rhythm shouldn't be a problem. It's the notes we got to deal with. So I'll give us 4 counts. So let's play this together. 1, 2, ready, go. Three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tie. Rest, rest, rest.